Hey guys, my name's Adam, and recently I've been interested in greenhouse gardening. I found some videos on YouTube about how to build a greenhouse for under 50 bucks, and so I decided to give it a go. And there's my greenhouse over there. As you can see, the materials I used that I had to buy was 7mm construction grade plastic, staples, a staple gun, and twine. And if you have any tape laying around the house, you can use that too. That's literally all I bought. And then I just used bamboo that's in my woods. I just chopped it down according to the size that I needed. So I'm going to show you guys how to build it, and I'm going to show you different methods you can use to keep it nice and warm. I'm in East Tennessee, and in the winter it can get down to 10 degrees, but average is around like 30. So we could grow year-round here. Now if you're in the northern states, you might just have to start earlier, start your growing season earlier with this, but you probably won't be able to grow year-round. So I built it lean-to style. That's the sticks that I mentioned that are tied up at the top. It's just leaned across to another one on the other side and drape the plastic over. One thing you want to keep in mind when you're building your greenhouse is you want your largest slope or surface area facing towards the south wall, because the south is where you're going to get the most sun. Here's a view from up the hill. So the top of the greenhouse, you can see how I leaned 4 main bamboos going across the top, and then I crisscrossed them all the way up. I lashed them together, and I used some tape to hold it off. So it's pretty strong. We've had some pretty strong winds throughout here the past couple of weeks, and it's held together really well. It snowed and we got about a couple of inches, and it held the snow really well. You can see the difference in temperature from the outside to the inside. Today it's probably about 59 degrees outside, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty warm in there. You can see the condensation all along the plastic. So that's a really good sign. What's my dog doing? Hey Sam. He follows me around everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys inside. Here's a door I built. I just used bamboo to build a door frame. I made a double door, one going one way and one going the other way. One opens that way and the other one opens the other way. That way the wind won't blow in the door. Okay, here's the inside. You can see I got 2 beds back there, 2 raised beds. I'll tell you the reason why I raised them. I raised the beds because heat rises, the cold air falls. I dug this little trench in the middle so the cold air will fall into there, and the rainwater will fall into there as well. I have 2 separate beds because there's different soil mixtures. Some plants like soil that gets rid of the water fast, and some likes it that holds. So I just have them different for each different type of plant. So I talked about the raised bed. That's a good way to keep heat in. Another good way to keep heat in is to double layer the plastic on the top. You don't have to use 7mm on the inside. You can use any plastic on the inside, just as long as it's translucent. So it'll keep it nice and warm. It keeps the air in. Not only that, but it traps the moisture between, which helps hold in the heat. Another thing I did to add a little bit of extra heat is made a compost. I got compost going in there. I'm not going to show you because it's pretty disgusting, but it'll add about 5 degrees in your greenhouse if you got a good sized compost going. Mine's pretty small, so it's probably not doing much. I put black plastic on the back. I'm going to give you a frame of reference. Black plastic on the back, it holds in the heat, because the north wall doesn't really get much sun, so you don't want your sun or all of your solar energy going out the back. Another good idea to get heat, or to hold heat, is to have a black rain jug in your greenhouse. So filled up with water throughout the day. It'll suck in all the heat and the radiation, and it'll emit it throughout the night. And another good thing is you got a rain jug. All the good water rises to the top and all the bad water goes to the bottom, so you're giving your plants really good water. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I got growing. I got some spinach right here. See, this one is a little bit bigger. See these guys' first 4 little spinach leaves coming through. Got about 5 of those growing. I got some collards growing right here. Spinach and collards, any type of green leaf, lettuce, those are really good to grow in the colder climates or even during winter time. Here's one of my larger collards. I got strawberries growing on the other side. See, there's this is a strawberry blossom right here. I'll probably get a strawberry here pretty soon. I'll be excited about that. And I got my little herb garden going right there. There's some cilantro. A good idea if you're going to grow any herbs in your main garden bed is to take your germination tray and just bury it into the bed. Herbs kind of take over your garden really fast, and they'll choke out all your other plants, or all your other seedlings. So you want to make sure you can keep them in a small area, and that's what I did right there. So another idea, dang, I have to walk all the way back over there. Another idea for water is to use a gravity drip irrigation system. That's what I'm using. And what I did is I took old beer bottles that I found laying in my neighbor's woods, and you can see the beer bottle right here. What I did is I just poked holes in the top, and it'll drip into the soil for about a week. I'll show you. See, it just slowly drips. Once you put it down there, it drips a lot slower, and it'll keep your little vegetables watered throughout the week. You know, my problem with gardening is that I'm a little bit lazy and I forget to water them or whatever, and so they'll end up dying. And the good thing about the greenhouse is that it's pretty self-sustainable. You don't have to worry about it getting down too cold, because the greenhouse will protect all your vegetables from the cold. It stays about 25 to 30 degrees warmer in the greenhouse than it does outside. So even when it's like 10 degrees outside, it's still above freezing in the greenhouse. With a gravity drip irrigation system, you know, I can forget about this garden all week long and come in on the weekend and it's still doing its own thing. So that's really good for people who have lives and can't really just focus on gardening all day long. Oh, I want to show you guys one more thing about if you live in colder climates, how to keep your greenhouse really warm throughout the night, because it's going to get cold. And it's using a heat lamp. That's a heat lamp that I bought at Lowe's. The total thing cost me about 14 bucks, and in about an hour's time span, it'll up the temperature in here a good 20 degrees. You have to buy it separate. The bulb you can find in the light bulb section. The harness, you're just gonna have to go and get an electrical section. It's by all their extension cords and stuff. So all in all, the plastic cost me, let's see, it was 15 feet by 100 feet. That cost 20 bucks. Then the second coat of plastic that I put on the inside, that was like $5. That was just like 3 mil. The first one was 7 mil. The staples were like 90 cents. Staple gun was like 5 bucks. Let's see, the heat lamp cost me $14, so I don't know, I'm not going to do the math here. So probably under around 50 bucks to do this whole thing. And I'm going to have to rip it down here in a couple of weeks because I'm moving. And I'm just going to build a nicer one whenever I move into my new house. And I'll post that up for you guys. So I just wanted to upload this, show you guys that I got it built, just to provide you motivation to do it yourself. Literally, I just used stuff I found in the woods and the materials that I told you. So one last look. Pretty crazy. It can be an eyesore, so I built mine in the woods, but you guys can do it. If you do it right, if you gauge your vegetables right, you can be growing year-round. I've heard people up in Idaho, Maine, who have built these greenhouses and who have managed to grow year-round. So it can be done. You just got to do it the right way, and practice makes perfect. And luckily we have YouTube to help us for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.